This is the full well, I don't know if it's edited clearly, but it's the extended interview, the full interview. Donald Trump reveals details of his plan for day one and beyond. To infinity and beyond, in his interview with Kristen Welker. Wish us all luck. Oh, good. Did I see Ann on Glenn? Yes. It's an hour long. I don't need to dedicate that much time to her. Fuck her and fuck him. It's annoying. The fucking nerve. That is a woman who once questioned my liberal credentials. I will have you know. Live. Whatever.
President-elect Donald Trump, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here. You are the first president since Grover Cleveland to win non-consecutive terms.
And Grover, very popular. Cleveland, a mistake by a lake, but we don't know. Both of those names don't stand out. I understand that that's true, but I'm already bored.
Republicans now have control of the House and the Senate.
Right.
What do you plan to accomplish?
Also, why does Kristen Welker talk to him like he's a toddler? Oh, wait, I just answered my own question.
In your first 100 days in office?
Well, we're going to do something with the border, and very strong, very powerful. That'll be our first signal.
Sure, something. I don't know what it is. Something very strong, very beautiful, very powerful, very virile, we're going to have some border Viagra. The wall's going to go from like this to this.
And the first signal to America that we're not playing games. We have people coming in by the millions, as you know, and a lot of people shouldn't be here. Most of them shouldn't be here, but
most Americans shouldn't be here. Have you seen them? Ugh.
But, we have jails being emptied into our country. We have mental institutions from all over the world being emptied into our country. So,
sir, can you just stop the boats then, I guess? Because I understand what the southern border is, but they're all being routed through Mexico. Is that what we're supposed to understand? I just don't understand why they wouldn't come ashore, in South Carolina.
We'll be doing that. We're going to be
doing what? All you said was something very big and powerful to show that we're not playing games. With fucking who?
Extending within that period, or as soon as we can, the Trump tax cuts, because they're coming due and they're very substantial for people. And
for corporations, they expired for everybody else. You don't have the votes for it. You have the votes in the House to do it. I don't see that happening.
It would be I think it will anger a lot of people, frankly, if we don't get an extension of that.
Okay, Democrats, you heard that. Stop the extension of the Trump tax cuts.
That's what led us to one of the greatest economies ever.
Those have largely been in place during the Biden administration. I thought this was the worst economy and the worst situation that we've ever been in. If that's what started it, it was only like half your term, and it was all of Biden's term. They've been in, what is it, 2026 is when they, or mid 2025, I forget, when they, it's 26, when they end. So sorry, they only worked 2 out of the 6 years they were active?
And those two things are going to be very vital, very important. We're going to be...
Yeah, you can't do that the first 100 days of the first day. It's silly.
Focusing on crime in the cities. And we'll work with Democrat governors. Most of them are, as you know, if you look at the 25 worst places, they're just about all Democrat-controlled cities.
Yeah, this is a guy who doesn't understand what per capita means. Let's see. I think it's over here, actually, where I have the idea that he doesn't understand the concept of per capita in general. All right, let's see.
And, when you say per capita, there's many per capitas. It's like per capita relative to what?
Exactly. His issue with, by the way, all the big Democrat cities where all the crime is also where all the coffee and sex and movies and stuff are, too. It's where everything is. It's where the people are. It's amazing how the per capita, the murder rate in Bakersfield is fucked, but the number of actual people being murdered is fairly small because that's how statistics work.
States, and we're going to be working with Democrat governors and Democrat mayors, and I look forward to doing it, but we have to do something about crime, and mostly in our cities. And we're going to have a lot of other things. We'll be working on nominations. We're going to still be working on some nominations. I think they're going very well. We have, for the most.
Hold on. Why would you still be working on nominations? You mean like you've already nominated the people? You mean their confirmation hearings? You'll be working on those, or you're just going to wait until you're in to present some people?
But I think they're going extremely well. It looks like
they're not. They're absolutely not. Hegseth's down. Tulsi's probably going. Matt Gaetz was the most fucking embarrassing nomination since Bork.
Pete is doing well now. I mean,
Pete, Mayor Pete's doing fucking fantastic. Pete Hegseth can go fuck himself.
People were a little bit concerned. He's a young guy with a tremendous track record, actually. He went to Princeton and went to Harvard. He was a good student at both.
Oh, so he's an elite. Good to know. See, I thought you were just picking people who, regular Americans who aren't from the elite, but I'm being silly.
But he loves the military, and I think people are starting to see it. So we'll be working on.
Wait a minute. You're presenting him as SecDef, and you think people are starting to see that he loves the military? I got news for you. There's like literally millions of Americans that are still alive that were in administrative or high-ranking positions in the military who could do the job, who actually love the military, and nobody would need any fucking convincing.
His nomination, along with a lot of others.
We are going to delve into your nomination.
Oh, boy.
But since you bring him up, do you still have confidence in Pete Hegseth?
Yes, I do. I really do. He's a very smart guy. I've known him through Fox, but I've known him for a long time.
I've known him through Fox. I watch him on TV. I watch him on the TV. I like when the TV is on. I see him on the TV with the pretty lady. Why won't they put him on regular Fox and Friends? Why do they always leave him on the weekend? He's special.
And he's basically a military guy. I mean,
All right, well, I don't need to be sold. He's basically a military guy. Well, just check the box and send him right through. Hey, Senate, consider him confirmed. He's basically a military guy. Basically.
Time I talk to him, all he wants to talk about is the military. He's a military guy. I used to kid him about it. I didn't think it would be in this position where he may be, hopefully will be Secretary of Defense. But every time I was with him, he was fighting for soldiers, where he said some soldier was unjustly put in prison because they were.
Right. Okay, there you go. Was he fighting for the PACT Act when he wouldn't get off your ass about the PACT Act or making sure that the VA is run well? No. He's running interference for guys convicted of war crimes. How the fuck does that make him basically a military guy? What?
Really doing what they were taught to do.
It's like, this guy, I want him to be, my head of the DOJ, because he's really a cop guy, if you think about it. Like, every time I talk to him, all he wants to say is Chauvin this and Chauvin that.
In some cases. So, yeah.
What? Wait.
He said some soldier was unjustly put in prison because they were really doing what they were taught to do. In some cases.
In some cases. Obviously, some of them deserve to be in jail. I guess. I don't know. Really, you'd have to ask him. He's the military guy. I'm just the ketchup on steak guy.
So, yeah, I think he's going to do fine.
No.
The fact that there are these allegations against him, misconduct, sexual misconduct, heavy drinking, the fact that he said to some senators reportedly he'll stop drinking if he gets this job.
How about just stop drinking? Just prove you can do it. To quote Chris Rock, what do you want, a cookie? Like, Jesus Christ. Also, he mismanaged money at all of it at these charities that he was running for basically military people. You're not going to bring that? Maybe she will.
Yeah.
Does that worry you?
No, I think that everybody has something that they can stop.
Sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's so dumb, it's almost poetry. Everybody has something they can stop. Because everybody poops sometime.
Some people can stop eating.
No, they can't. Just for the record, anyone watching this show, people, don't stop eating. You'll die. What? Huh?
I'm lucky I'm not a drinker, but I could stop eating.
No, you can't stop eating, shithead. What are you gonna do? I could get, they could put one of those bags next to me and just send the nutrients into one arm and then hook up one of those bags to my butthole. What? No, you can't stop eating, stupid. Overeating, it kind of matters. Like, you can't just take some. Fuck me. Why is this not the headline from this thing? Trump announces he could stop eating if he wanted to.
And we all want to stop doing something. And if he said,
I disagree. Just the opposite. Want to be starting something, got to be starting something, how to get over, yeah, get up, get under, yeah. I want to get, I want to get starting something. Tell me, I mean, really, if you think about it, we do. We all need, just to a little.
that, I mean, it's a nice thing to say. That's a good thing to say.
Is it?
But he's very respected. I can tell you, I know a lot of the people at Fox, they think he's fantastic. And the people that work with him.
Yeah, especially the lady he married that he fucked at work when he was still married to his second wife that was pregnant with his kid when he fucked the lady at the thing that he got in trouble for. Like those people at Fox, yeah, they adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
Really, they love him. So I think you're going to have somebody that.
Yeah, guess what, fuckwad? He's not in charge of anything there. As much as they could just avoid him. Their health care doesn't pivot on what kind of day Pete Hegseth is having or whether they fucking put out.
It's
anymore.
Really terrific. And again, all he talked about with me, I said, you're not really a television guy, even though he did very well, as you know. You're really a military guy. He said,
what?
I'm all about the military. And I told him, so he's making a lot.
You're not really a what were you gonna initially make him Secretary of TV? I was gonna originally make Pete Hegseth Secretary of Remote. As you know, I'm gonna put Kellyanne Conway. She will be the my senior advisor on Diet Coke button. But I wanted to put Pete Hegseth Secretary of Flat Screen. And he was like, nope, I want a bigger job. And I was like, what job is bigger than being director of TiVo? Jesus.
A lot of money at Fox. They're doing very well. And I said, if for some reason.
He's on the weekend. It's cable. He's not doing very well. If he was doing very well, he wouldn't have to embezzle money from veterans charities.
You don't get this thing, you're not going to be able to go back. And all that money you're making, you can kiss it goodbye. He said, this is all about America. He didn't say, well, let me think about it.
What are you talking about? If he doesn't get confirmed, they're not going to take him back at Fox? That's why so is that why you're following through with this right now? What the?
Discuss it. That's a very big risky thing he's doing when he goes and he says, I'm going to give up, millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
in order to
Yeah.
possibly become the Secretary of Defense. A lot of people would say it's a great position. It's probably almost no greater position, but a lot of people would say, I have to
There's no greater position. You're president-elect, dummy. There's greater positions. That's what he's positioning himself for, stupid. You dizzy fuck.
think about it. He said, I don't have to think about it.
Yeah, think about all, showing up at Fox early on Saturday mornings at 4 o'clock in the morning. Fuck that. When I can get a fucking defense contractor job when this is over, cha-ching. I feel like this is a good time for... Show me the money! Right?
All right, we're going to delve into
Yeah, sure,
your cabinet picks
sure.
a little bit later.